You want to make a great Dragon Ball fan-made manga. Well, what do? You pull out a pot and you throw in a little bit of My Hero Academia, you throw in a little bit of Naruto, you throw in some Dragon Ball Z, drizzle on some good character development and story, and then you throw in a splash of mystery. You mix them all together, and what do you get? You get Dragon Ball Rebirth. That's a damn good intro that explains the story of Dragon Ball Rebirth perfectly, so y'all watching it again.
Know your place, worm. Prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
So, a quick synopsis. Dragon Ball Rebirth takes place in a universe that at first seemingly had no connection to the Dragon Ball lore as a whole, and the main character of the story is named Hikaru, and we follow her and her friends as they try to go and earn their place in the Universal Force. And right now they're basically going through what many other anime characters go through, which is their tournament slash test arc, where they have to meet a certain amount of challenges and face them. They're all fights because this is Dragon Ball, and then once they beat these challenges, they earn their spot in the Universal Force. And so in the last several chapters, Hikaru was able to defeat her opponent, and now we are with her friend whose name is Celera. She is the princess of all Saiyans, and she's facing off against the final challenge in this chapter. Now, if you want to read Dragon Ball Rebirth for yourself, I'm going to leave a link in the description below, so go ahead and check out the Dragon Ball fan manga. But I will also have two videos up in the description and the top comment where I covered the first two parts of this fan manga, so I got you covered on that one. We start this chapter off connecting Dragon Ball Rebirth to Dragon Ball in a very interesting way. So as a child, Celera's mother is telling her about the story of how their universe came to be in existence. That one day their old universe was met with the arrival of a mad god, and it took a time warrior, a legendary Saiyan warrior, and a prince to ultimately try to defeat him. But when they could not, the Lord of All, or the Omni King, came in and wiped out the universe. Celera then asked the very obvious question: if the Lord of All erased the universe, then how are we here in the first place? Her mother responds with, the Lord of everything is not the creator. He does not create life. He's essentially a destroyer. The same thing that I've been saying about the Omni King for the longest time, that he is basically just a amped up god of destruction. And so there is another god, a creator god, that basically saw this empty space and created life anew. And so with life created anew, all the old races from the previous universe, they came back, and now they are all allies and they are in one huge society. Celera asks what happened to the gods, and her mother responds, the gods don't interfere with the mortals of this universe anymore. They leave us be. All that is left of the gods are the 7 Dragon Balls that are accompanied by a scroll. Now, it is not said what's inside these scrolls. I'm assuming it's got something to do with the God of Destruction, the Supreme Kai, information on all that, but each Dragon Ball is accompanied with a scroll, and each race, each great race in this universe is protecting one of these items. And once hearing about the Dragon Balls, Kid Celera wants her mom to wish her father back because they can grant any wish. And of course that's not gonna happen because it is the great race's jobs to protect the Dragon Balls, not use them. So the name of this universe is called Universe Zero, and it's the one that Zamasu fucked up and ended up trying to kill everybody. Ended up killing all the gods of destruction and the Supreme Kais, and Goku and Vegeta and Trunks try to stop them, and when they couldn't, the Omni King came in and erased everything. But there is a creator god in the background, and he decided to populate this universe once again, and it basically, this universe is living outside of the rest of the universes that the Omni King has control of. Personally, I really like this concept because not only does it give more added lore to this Dragon Ball Rebirth series, but it connects it to Dragon Ball in a very interesting way. And you guys know I'm a huge fan of the Goku Black arc, so I like that they have this whole Mad God and Legendary Saiyan Warrior, Prince, and Time Warrior facing off in this huge climactic battle. Like, this is their history, this is their legends, this is their lore, and it just sounds so biblical. I love it. Now we come back to the test. For those of you guys who don't remember, this robot's called Ava, and she is the final test to those who want to complete this exam. And Celera is trying to face off against her, but she doesn't have sufficient enough power to defeat her. And that was the theme with Hikaru. Hikaru didn't have enough power to defeat Ava, but ended up going into false Super Saiyan, and that's when she got her edge to defeat her. Now, Celera's thoughts are ever present on her father throughout this chapter, and using him to draw strength and make herself more powerful. She goes at Ava with everything she has, thinking that she destroyed her. She starts laughing it off because she thinks that she has won victory, very similar to how Vegeta laughs in Dragon Ball Super, but no, Ava is still very much alive. Celera decides that she has only one option, and that is to use a technique that her father used before her, and that is called Instant Zenkai. Now, what this technique is Zenkai is what happens after a Saiyan gets extremely mortally wounded and then heals themselves. After they heal, their power goes into a different level. Well, Instant Zenkai basically gives you that reward, the power that you have doubling, going into a different level, but it puts your body at risk because your body may not heal from the wounds that got it to that position in the first place, making this technique extremely dangerous. And they even comment on the fact that her father really only used it as a last resort. But Celera's mother, the Queen of all Saiyans, has complete and utter faith in her daughter that she can pull it off, heal herself afterward, even though the drawback to this technique is that you cannot heal after using it, and defeat Ava. And we end with Ava attacking her as she's developing and going into this Instant Zenkai, and we're left sort of on a cliffhanger here. We don't exactly know what's gonna happen, but I'm pretty sure that she's going to come back with this Instant Zenkai more powerful than she had been before and destroy Ava, passing the exam. Guys, I have a soft spot in my heart for Dragon Ball Rebirth because it was one of the first Dragon Ball fan manga series that I covered on this channel that really got me going and got me so excited to read more Dragon Ball fan manga because I saw what the possibilities were for this genre, and this ending still pushes that narrative for me. There is so many places that this Dragon Ball fan manga can go that I cannot wait to see what comes next. And whenever more drops, you guys will be the first ones to know. Also, make sure you go ahead and support Dragon Ball Rebirth on their Patreon if you can. I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link to their Patreon in the description and the comment below. Go ahead and check it out. And if you can, you should. This is going to be BlackScape signing off. Take care, guys.